All right, what's going on, everybody? So straight to the point, man. A lot of people are gonna tell you, "Hey, don't lease, don't lease." Y'all know my black beast right here, man. Let's walk around this car real quick. So people are gonna tell you, "Don't lease," and I'm gonna tell you like this: if you have a plan and you think it's gonna work, I'd say go for it. That's me personally. I made a plan. It worked out exactly the way I wanted it to work out. My original plan was to go to Landstar. I already had the truck. My goal was to lease. And when I did decide to leave, I wanted to go to a company with my own truck and trailer. That was my goal. So as y'all can see, my truck, my trailer, that is owned by me. Anybody that'll say, "Oh, getting an older cash truck, ain't nobody gonna lease you on." If your equipment is in good condition, trust me, somebody will lease you on. Like I spoke about AFC, they leased me on with no issues. My trailer is a 99. The truck is a 99. Hey, it is what it is. As long as it's in good condition, pass the DOT inspection, trust me, they'll get you leased on. I'm not E-log. The truck is E-log exempt, but to release on with AFC, I have to run a E-log. I'm fine with that. So I just wanted to walk around my truck, man. I'm hoping this will motivate somebody. You got too many guys out here being negative, man. Um, like I said, if you have a plan and you think it's gonna work, go for it. You know, you got a lot of guys that lease a truck and they live paycheck to paycheck. I mean, yeah, it probably ain't gonna work good for them. But if you got a goal in mind to either buy your own truck, or if you're one of those that wants to pay off that lease truck, man, go for it. Like I said, it has to make sense though. So I thought I'd make this quick video, man. Like I said, there's too many guys out here being negative about leasing. I leased the truck, and what I got out of my lease was that damn trailer right there. I already had the truck before I leased my truck. A lot of people don't understand. Oh, why would you go lease a truck if you got your own truck? Hey, I have a plan. You might not understand my plan, but I understand my plan. So therefore, what you have to say don't mean anything to me. And this is not any shots towards anybody. It's just too many guys are telling people not to lease, and honestly, I don't like it. So I'm gonna park the truck and put y'all on the mount real quick so I can take my butt on home. It's 5:22. Today is the first day of the pay period, and I did two loads today. First load I did was come on, baby, hold on. First load I did was 35 loaded miles, and the second load I did was, I want to say, 75 loaded miles. The first load I did go into Louisiana, went into Lake Charles off of I-10. I think my exit was like 31, so I only went 30 miles inside of Louisiana. Not that big of a deal. Then I came back to Orange, where I originally picked up that first load, and I got loaded again, and I ran to Baytown. So the first day of the pay period, I'm at $1,300 first day. So it's easy. Well, I don't want to say it's easy to book loads, but if the loads are there, what I'm saying, it's easier to plan yourself. All right. So like I said, man, if I were y'all, man, if you want to lease a truck, whether it's a lease purchase, a lease to own, lease to rent, whatever, if it works for you, man, I say go for it. Stop letting these older guys tell y'all don't lease. You got to be a company driver for 10 years, 5 or 10 years before you can go and buy and save up and buy a truck cash, man. This industry changes like fucking every year is something different that goes on in this industry. Excuse me. So you got these older guys that back in their day, all these lease companies were paying you mileage pay. And now you got companies out here that's paying you a percentage. So in my opinion, when I was against leasing, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I think I've said that a number of times in my previous videos. I was always against leasing. My goal was always work a year, stack as much as I can, buy a truck, because usually A lot of companies that, or whenever they require you to be, or they let you come over as owner op, they require you to have at least 1 year. Some of the mega carriers, they'll let you come over with your own truck. It was 6 months, but then they want a newer truck, and I definitely wasn't going that route. So, like I said, I was against leasing, man, until they started coming out with leases that was paying a percentage. I think Prime lease been out for a minute, but I couldn't see myself dedicating 5 years to a company being governed that dang slow, being told, what I'm saying, you're being told, where you can and can't go. I don't like that. So, you got companies out there nowadays, they're leasing you a truck from 70% and up. And honestly, those leases right there, um, in my opinion, as long as you're bringing home 3K or more a week, and this is like damn near every week, then you're probably in a pretty decent lease, because you got company drivers that are W-2 that's averaging between $1,000 to $1,500. Then you got the 1099 drivers that are averaging between $2,000 to $3,000. And then if you're going to be a lease op, excuse me, you should probably be averaging somewhere between like $3,000 to $4,000. And this is take home after expenses, but obviously not including your taxes, however you decide to do that. Um, then you got owner operators that makes anywhere from $1,000 a week to six, seven, $8,000, depending on how they run. I've already told y'all, man, the way I run, on average, I'm bringing home between $2,400 to $2,600 a week after my expenses. That's with me being home every night, off on the weekends. And honestly, for them $2,600 or $2,400 to $2,600, that's me working 4 days. Um, I'm just being honest with you. Y'all see, my truck is a lot older. Um, you know, I haven't really had any major issues with my truck, but I also don't run this truck, ratchet crazy. I typically cruise between 60 to 65. Um, Try to stay light, but obviously I can't do that on every load because I'm only running in a 100-mile radius. So, you have to make sure you have a plan, man. You have to have a plan. You have to do your research. Um, you know, as of now, guys would say, "Oh, well, what's going on right now with the fuel prices and the war and all this other type of stuff, would you still recommend leasing right now?" Meaning, as of today, March 8th, would I still recommend somebody to go and lease? Answer is yes. You know, it took me to do it to realize it isn't that bad as long as you're making money. But you can't go and be a lease driver with a company driver mentality. You're not gonna make any money. I'm just being honest with you. So once again, with what's going on right now in the world with the high fuel prices, the war that's going on, across the lines and all that, I still recommend it. Now, for anybody that's asking me about VL lease, if you're still in the video, 8 minutes in, asking about VL trucking, man, I have no more comments on VL. I'm just keeping it like that. I have no more comments on VL. If you want to know anything about VL, or you want to know my experience with VL, you're gonna have to watch my last videos. I've pretty much spoke on everything. I pretty much spoke on how I felt while I was there. When it was good, it was good. When it went downhill, hey, it was a shitstorm. Simple as that. It's exactly how it is, exactly how I feel. Do I recommend VL? I recommend them for company drivers to go over there and lease, knowing people is telling you that they're stealing from you, they're not being honest. Um, yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. That's just me. Period. That's just me personally. Other guys are gonna tell you, hey, go to VL. They're the next best thing since sliced bread. If that's how you feel, hey, go for it. But my opinion, how I feel, no. Okay. Do I know of any other lease companies out there? Honestly, I don't. I've transitioned over to the owner op side, so I'm mostly focused on the position that I'm in, which is being an owner op, meaning expanding what I got going on, more trucks, more trailers, and just keeping an eye out on different companies to see what they offer. As far as AFC Transport, man, um, I'm loving it here. I've been here since the end of December. You know, I don't have any issues. I was off the last 2 weeks. Nobody called me and bugged me, blew up my phone. Hey, what you doing? Blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of that's going on. Come over to AFC, man, you pretty much got to be pretty clean. You know, you can have a couple violations, I believe, but it can't be like no more than three in a 3 year period. You got to be realistic about the situation. The leasing at AFC, I don't know too much about it. I can tell you that I believe it is a 3 year lease. most of their trucks are manuals. Okay, meaning you gotta be able to drive one of these. Do they have automatic trucks? They do, but I mean it's slim pickings. And as of right now, from my understanding, they don't have any trucks available at all. So if anybody has their own truck and you want to come over to AFC, they'll more than likely take you. Like I said, depending on your background and what you got going on. But once again, man, you gotta watch these negative Nancy's, man. Like I said, I try to keep it as real as possible with everybody out there. Like I said, if you want to lease, man, make sure you have a plan. Definitely recommend getting paid a percentage. You're not gonna make a lot of money chasing miles and on a truck that you have to maintain. Now, if it's a lease where everything is paid and you don't have to pay for anything, then hey, maybe go for it. I don't know, but me personally, I wouldn't run for any mileage pay, whether I'm a lease driver or owner op. They do have companies out there, man, for owner ops that bring their own trucks. You know what I'm saying? And they want to pay you $1.25 or $1.50 or whatever. I don't see how got those type of guys make it. I'm just being honest with you. I don't even run 1,000 miles a week. So if I was over there, I wouldn't make any money doing what I'm doing here. You know, so hey man, like I said, if you want to lease, make a plan, then execute. Make a plan, then execute. But also make sure you do your research. You got to remember, a lot of these truck drivers lie. So you'll have guys telling you, "Oh, I'm making all this money over here." And, hey, ask them if they'll show you a check stub, man. If they don't want to show you a check stub for whatever reasons, take it with a grain of salt. But you can find a lot of stuff on YouTube nowadays. So I'm gonna go ahead and stand back in front of the truck, man, so y'all can see um, what leasing has got me. But like I said though, y'all gotta remember, I paid $12,000 for this truck right here. 12,000 for Big Daddy. I paid 13 for the trailer. So if you ask me, is leasing worth it? Hey, if it's a good lease, it's definitely worth it. A lot of guys they don't want an older truck like this. You want to get a new Cascadia, a new Volvo? Hey, go for it. I'm not one of those. Oh, you ain't no real trucker unless you drive a whatever type truck, man. I don't care. You know, Majority of us are out here to take care of our family, man. That's pretty much all it is. So hey, if you have any questions or concerns, man, drop them in the comment section below. If you want to get in contact with me, send me an email at truckingwithbigdaddy@gmail.com. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.